Hi all, in this section, let's look at a credible threat and an empty threat. A credible threat is a threat that is believed by the other firm. This leads to collusive agreements and price-fixing conspiracies. Empty threat is a threat that is not believed by the rival firm, and the outcome of an empty threat is a Nash equilibrium. To explain a credible threat and an empty threat, let's look at this example of two players in this slide. We have two players, Chipko and Dramco, and each of them has two strategies which are national and international. How do we find the Nash equilibrium to this game? The easiest way to do it is to compare column 1 and column 2 and row 1 and row 2. When I'm comparing column 1, I'm basically looking at Chipko's strategies. So column 1, Chipko is going to prefer 11 over 5. So 11 is circled. Column 2, Chipko is going to prefer 20 over 17. So I can go ahead and circle 20. The question that next comes into our mind is, what is Chipko's dominant strategy? That means, what would Chipko do regardless of what Dramco does? So no matter whether Dramco is choosing international or national, Chipko is always going to choose the international strategy. So Chipko's dominant strategy is international. Now let's look at row 1 and row 2. Look at the second number and compare the highest of the two numbers. Whenever you are comparing the second number in the rows, you are looking at Dramco's strategies. Alright, let's do it this way. Row 1, 11 is greater than 5. So 11 is circled. Row 2, 20 is greater than 17. So 20 is circled. Now, what is Dramco's dominant strategy? If you look at Dramco's strategies, it's going to be international because no matter what Chipko does, Dramco gets a higher profit by choosing international. The Nash equilibrium is where I have two circles, that is international and international, 11 for Chipko and 11 for Dramco. Now something else to look at here, this is the Nash equilibrium, but this is not efficient. If both of them choose to produce national and national, their payoff will go up. So I defined a credible threat, that is something that is believed by the rival firm. Now say Chipko is the low cost producer because of its superior technology, and Chipko approaches Dramco saying that Chipko intends to use national strategy and expects Dramco to use national strategy as well. If Dramco does not really want to use that national strategy, Chipko will drive Dramco out of business. So a credible threat will lead to both of them using a national strategy, both of them behaving as a monopolist, and we have a collusive agreement. This leads to the solution to be national and national, or 17 and 17. Now, what is an empty threat? Empty threat is a threat that is not believed by the rival. Say Dramco does not really believe Chipko is because price fixing is something that is not allowed by US law, US antitrust authorities. So if Dramco does not believe Chipco, the Nash equilibrium will prevail and the solution will be 11 and 11, which is the Nash equilibrium strategy. So just remember here, when there is a credible threat, the solution is the collusive agreement. When there is an empty threat, the solution is the Nash equilibrium strategy. Hope this makes sense. Thank you.